you know, the foundation's been laid here. It's a great institution. She made the right decision, without a doubt.
She has accomplished so much and so many things. And now this is going to be ended. And I'm going to hate missing her playing basketball.
She left home and became an adult. And like she said, her family is here, and the coaches and the staff and her teammates all help her grow into the person that she is today.
Congratulations, Shalita. Your grandma loves you.
Go Bulls!
There is no night more bittersweet for the USF Bulls. Senior night. And though these young ladies will take different paths at the end of the postseason, the start of their careers, the WNBA draft, they will be forever bonded by a school and the ties of family. USF basketball, so much more than a game.
And the home of the brave.
Thank you.
No, I'm gonna let you win. No, I'm gonna let you win.
Yeah, let me win. I don't want to be frustrated for the rest of the day.
I'm Christopher Perry. I'm from Bartow, Florida.
Pass down low is tipped into the hands of Chris Perry for the dunk with 9.5 seconds left. Here's Perry. Smooth looking jumper there.
Me, Nehemiah, Ice, one of the managers and stuff. Yeah, we play chess.
Give me that.
Why y'all like doing that?
Take away your king.
I mean, why? I picked it up in 3rd grade, like watching my other peers play it.
All my friends and stuff were playing it. It was like this club after school they would all go to.
I think I have more of an old soul, so I think that's probably why.
It's a strong move. Perry lost the handle, regained it, 10 on the shot clock. Post moves against Ben Moore, and the hook shot drops.
On the court, very skilled.
Full feed Perry. 2 on the shot clock and the fade away. Gets it to go.
She can step out, shoot the jumper, step out and shoot the 3. Can post, strong, dunks on people. I mean, he does it all.
Against this Savannah State zone, there's a lob. Perry for the dunk. Freshman to junior and a finish.
I incorporate some of my chess skills into my game. I try to slow down and think before I do a lot of things.
Shot clock running down, ball thrown up, gonna draw a foul. Chris Perry gets it to go.
It was a certain discipline in your head, making certain moves, knowing what not to do here and there in certain situations. Can't move that. Oh yeah, unless you're gonna take me.
Is inside to Perry, who finds Sigler for the stop.
Take me and he'll put me in check.
I just started getting on it again because of those guys a couple months ago. So, and they beat me, so I felt like I gotta get it back together so I can get some wins.
See the ease to his game? I mean, he's like Cool Cat Perry out there.
You've got to feed that big fella. That's a creative finish.
I know what I want to do. I know. I used to be able to execute this.
Like, I'm dead in the water unless he makes a mistake. See, now I'm speeding him up.
Oh, wait, hold on. All right.
Now I'm speeding him up.
Oh, wait,
see?
hold on.
But he didn't check me, so it's
Stalemate, right?
stalemate.
USF Basketball Run with the Bulls is brought to you by Canes Furniture, proud sponsor of the USF Bulls. Canes, quality so good, it's guaranteed for life. And by Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
ESPN welcomes you to a special Play for Kate presentation in support of the Katie Howe Cancer Fund in partnership with the WBCA and the V Foundation. We are in Tampa, Florida for an American Conference showdown between number 19 USF and the Memphis Tigers.
Laura Ferreira was back after missing 6 games, and for a few moments, the Bulls were at full strength. The joy of being together, being the team they knew they were, was apparent not only on their faces, but also on the scoreboard. Dominant in the Dome, they had lost just once there all season and were not about to let it happen again.
Stringfield pushing tempo. Williams dumps it down to Stringfield, wide open for the three-pointer and knocks it down.
And you can see Courtney Williams pointing at Stringfield saying, let's go.
And that young lady, 3 triples on the day for Laura Ferreira. Locks up, pulls that trigger.
And it's a slow rotation for Memphis. South Florida just picking the defense apart.
Loxa, one of the young stars who stepped up during Ferreira's injury, continued to shine. But the full-strength attack of the Bulls was short-lived. A misstep resulted in an ankle injury, and Loxa was on the bench and in the caring arms of the USF trainers and physicians who got Jenkins and Ferreira back on the court.
Yeah, it was a big win for us, especially here at home. We only got one more home game left to go, but this was I think it was a crucial game for both teams. It was great to have Laura Ferreira back. I thought that was huge. Jenkins is back. I think she's not there yet, but she's getting healthy again. It was a great win.
Coach Jose Fernandez turning challenges into opportunities for not only personal growth, but in-season maturity. The Bulls avenging a loss to Memphis on their way to their postseason goals. A win in Tulsa was the start of a 6-day stretch in which the Bulls would play 3 times. And for the second game, it was the perfect chance to show Temple what they had learned.
Jenkins, the rebound and the putback, lays it in. Jenkins, big swat on Butts, and then got fouled from behind.
Jenkins, Williams, Stringfield, Kroll, and Marcos Canedo. A senior class playing in harmony and delighting a Sun Dome packed with fans, family, and friends. Stringfield's 20 points ignited the Bulls, adding to their tournament resume.
Big block by Jenkins from behind on Atkinson. Flips back to Stringfield. Shot clock's at 5 though. Stringfield probe, step back left wing, yes! A 3 by Stringfield. Her first of the night, she's got 9. Shot clock down to 10. Williams has it in the corner. Kick out Jenkins, fires a straightaway 3, gets it to go! Williams back out Jenkins, tosses it up again, straightaway, swish!
The 21st victory of the season, crafted during summer workouts, extra hours in the weight room, and extra shots in the gym. And for Coach Fernandez, pride in seeing the values of his program take form, in the lessons learned and smiles on his players' faces. A stellar performance, but still only a step toward a much larger goal.
And we welcome you inside Gamble Pavilion on this final night of the regular season for number 20 South Florida and the top-ranked UConn Huskies.
The Bulls were playing as if they had been shot out of a cannon on both sides of the court, with scoring led by the white-hot shooting of Conference Player of the Week, Courtney Williams.
And another triple for the Bulls. They are the best three-point shooting team in the league. Number 20 in the nation. Shot clock winding down. Baseline. Step back is good. And that's a heck of a shot by Williams. Courtney Williams getting things done early. Collier going to take it all the way. Rejected. And for the first time all season, Connecticut trails at the half. And the last time they trailed at halftime, they lost to Stanford back in November of 2014.
USF was able to do what no one else had done this season or in the last several years. Silence the UConn crowd on the Huskies senior night, no less. But with their freshman sharpshooter out of the game, the Bulls cooled off. They never backed down and fought through UConn's early second half run, continuing to press the number 1 team in the country.
They were trailing at the half, and a big third quarter has turned things around.
I like that move, not settling for a fadeaway jump shot.
The national television audience saw not only a battle between the 2 top teams in the conference, but a possible preview of a conference championship matchup. Season to season, and even game to game, the Bulls are improving and charging toward a postseason run.
You don't think he can elevate as well as he does at 6 feet
Jamal
tall.
McMurray gets in the passing lane, and he scores. McMurray to Cousins with a left hand.
Oh,
Beautiful play out of the timeout to Ziegler. The final rebound margin, 44-30. Orlando Antigua's team goes on the road to Greenville and walks out with a win.
Very impressive.
Conference road wins are always tough to come by. Their defense was especially tough on a Pirates team that had been averaging nearly 80 points a game. Now they hope to carry the momentum back home to the Sun Dome in a rematch against Memphis. And from the opening tip, you could tell the Bulls were going to give the Tigers a tough time. Tenacious describes it perfectly.
A fresh 30 for USF. Perry calling for it again, and he hammers it with the right hand. Perry with a couple of field goals. And back to McMurray with 6 to shoot. Floater outside the lane is good. Goodwin rejected. McMurray finding Perry. Extra pass to Ruben Guerrero for the highlight finish.
Chris Perry with a wonderful guard-like pocket pass.
Despite the great start, USF was virtually trading baskets with the Tigers. But the young Bulls were showing how much they have learned under Coach Antigua and his staff. The improvement noted in the tightness of the score against a Memphis team that had beaten them in Memphis back in January. Each team was looking for a break, a chance to make a run and cause some separation, but none was to come.
But a steal for Jeremiah Martin going 1-on-2, and Martin.
What a nifty finish. Last shot opportunity.
Inside to Ziegler, goes reverse side and lays it in. South Florida has a 1-point lead over Memphis going to the locker room.
The Bulls came out for the second half with as much fire as they had at the opening tip. But still, they were mostly trading baskets with Memphis. Injuries had taken a toll on their guards, but they had been on a rebounding tear for a couple of months and used every advantage they could, including opportunistic defense.
Turnover for Memphis, and Angel Nunez rises up and flushes. And the rebound taken by Memphis. Tarrant Jr. up the floor in a hurry. Tarrant pushing the pace, coast to coast. And Nick Marshall, the big man, with the deflection, the steal, and the slam. Lawson flying into the lane and finishing. Cousins in the paint, puts it in against Shaq Goodwin. And Woodson hits a 3 at the other end for Memphis. Tigers back on top. McMurray with a response, but it's a 2 to tie it at 49. Goodwin high post. Tries to force it over Guerrero. Burrell got a hand on it. Back to Goodwin. No. And a third try is off the mark from Lawson. Another offensive rebound, and finally, Goodwin puts it home.
With under 10 minutes to play, it was clear the margin of victory in this contest could be a single hoop. The importance of each possession that Coach Antigua stresses was never more apparent.
McMurray over Martin, no. Perry, an offensive rebound. Chris Perry with 14 points. Florida reclaims the lead with 8:20 remaining here in Tampa. Murillo from the elbow. Off the back of the rim and in.
14 times the lead would change, 8 times the game would be tied, but USF continued seizing the opportunities presented to them, with McMurray drawing not only defenders, but national attention as the Conference Rookie of the Week.
No, Bo Ziegler taps it home.
I'm a little surprised that USF has been so good here in the second half with their offensive rebounding. They're holding their own in points in the paint, and they got crushed in that category when these two teams met for the first time.
Tarrant Jr., Euro step, Guerrero secures it for USF. Guerrero's had a marvelous game defensively.
The Bulls have just not allowed Memphis to get any kind of transition game going.
McMurray knocking down the triple. Randall gave him just a smidgen of space, and McMurray took advantage.
And the Bulls were running. It took a little more of the season than Coach Antigua would have liked. The unity and sense of family his team shared off the court was now appearing on the court. They were creating offense from defense and producing highlight reels for each other. A victory to be shared and celebrated by the team. Another solid stone in the program's foundation.
Quite a great win for the Bulls.
South Florida the victory, 80-71 over Memphis. 4 Bulls in double figures as they secure the win here in Tampa.
There's a sense of absolute excellence. And that's what USF is. That's what we aspire to be. Great.
This campus is awesome. Like, it's a big, big school. You meet a lot of new people all the time. The people are friendly.
When I first visited the campus, it was the first school that I visited, and I was impressed. I never imagined something like this.
It's a pretty mellow environment.
What's up, bro?
It's like a tropical type of feel. It's like every time you turn a corner, it's like trees, and it's really nice.
It's amazing. Like, where I'm from, we don't have nothing like this.
USF has a great facility. Like, it's one of the top line facilities in my eyes.
I'm actually majoring in criminology.
Civil engineer. I'm studying health science.
Academics is great. Tutoring, like as far as all of that, like it's all lined up and it's there if you need it.
There's a lot more areas that is not just for athletes, other students can go to as well.
Early breakfast. Other chocolate chip pancakes.
All the things the school is giving to us, all the opportunities we have here, the MoMA, all the practice facilities. Sundown where we play.
Welcome to college basketball on ESPN inside the Sundome.
It's something that even in Europe, in the best professional clubs, maybe they don't even have that stuff.
It's an incredible opportunity for them to fulfill their dreams, and also be around incredible facilities on a day-to-day basis.
This segment of USF Basketball, Run with the Bulls, is brought to you by Cane's Furniture, proud sponsor of the USF Bulls. Cane's quality, so good, it's guaranteed for life.
We were talking a while ago about Jose Fernandez's program and so many international players there.
The international recruiting landscape has definitely changed. I think the international recruiting helps us because of our style of play.
He has 8 Americans and 7 foreign-born players. 8 from the U.S., 3 from Spain, 1 from Denmark, 1 from Kenya, 1 from Latvia, and 1 from Portugal.
The international recruiting for us has helped us level the playing field.
Quick release once again by the freshman Loxa, and she is something special to watch.
We continue to recruit to try and get that blue chip recruit, that top 10, top 25 kid.
And that's great coaching, attacking a 1-3-1.
I think the success that our international kids have had in our program and with our style of play, I think it's continued to attract high-level international basketball players to our place.
He's not only built a good team, he's built a program.
I mean, the international players were kind of like one big family.
It's a wonderful opportunity for us to be here to get to know all the different cultures.
We spend a lot of time together and we go through the same kind of stuff. So it's like if you miss your family or the culture is different, those 5 or 6 other people are going through the same thing. So you can relate to them in a different way. But I'm also so happy that it's not only internationals, because you need those Americans to feel like you're actually away from home, the other culture and everything.
My name's Kiri Laksa. I'm from Riga, Latvia.
Ariana Pujol. I'm from Mataró, Spain. I'm Nancy Warioba from Kenya.
I'm Maria Jespersen. I'm from Aarhus, Denmark.
I'm Leia Flores from Spain.
I'm Laura Marcos. I'm from Salamanca, Spain. My name is Laura Freire and I'm a sophomore from Lisboa, Portugal.
Right, peanut butter. Like, what is the point of eating peanut butter when you have Nutella? When you have peanuts and butter, but what?
No. And all your measurements, like inches,
Yes, what is
Shoe
that?
sizes, what?
Gallons, no liters. I don't understand anything.
They just have to be different. Like, I don't understand, like, everything you eat cheese, like, you even, like, we're almost putting cheese in tea. Like, everything they make, they have cheese on it. Okay, when you go to school, you learn, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. But you come here,
So, what up? What up,
so,
dog?
I couldn't speak any English almost, and everyone was asking me questions. I said yes, yes, no,
Yes.
You just say yes that she wants to hit you. I said, no. Ribs, oh my God, I love ribs. I can tell morning, lunch, and wings.
Here, I don't have my family, but I'm pretty sure like all the coaches will open their house for me to come if I have any problem, or like in Spain, you don't have that. That's for sure.
Just like people you meet like randomly, like
they
in the
just
grocery
help you.
stop, grocery shop or something like that.
Store.
Whatever.
Where you buy Pop-Tarts, like international products.
They want to help you.
It's really hard, the transition, coming to USF and coming to America. And since you have all the internationals, you have all your support, and it's easier, the adaptation.
You have 7 international players right now here, and then next year you're gonna have one more, so it's gonna be 8 of us.
I think the coaching staff have been pretty helpful, and for me, like like I came here with Laia and Lauda, so we were like 3 international players coming together. So like we started our lives over together, and our happy little family.
Yeah. What was real? That was real. Nail, elbow, like.
USF Basketball Run with the Bulls has been brought to you by Canes Furniture, proud sponsor of the USF Bulls. Canes, quality so good, it's guaranteed for life. And by Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.